Hi, it's Mark Kelly here from Mark's Recruitment Channel. Hope you're doing well. Today I want to give you an overview about how to actually get over a bad interview process and how you've actually let yourself down and how to actually be positive, be stronger and actually get through that process. Today I'm going to give you 5 pieces of advice that if you put them into practice, you'll nail your next interview as well. So we'll start off. Number 1, reflect on your experience. Think about the process, look at what's happened, and actually have an honest and conscious decision with yourself or your colleagues or your friends or your other significant other. Actually go through what's happened. Your recruitment consultant will give you an honest assessment and you'll be able to use this as a way to actually become a bit better at what you did. Sometimes it could be you didn't do enough preparation. Sometimes it could be you didn't answer the question to your full capability. You could get nervous. It could be you just clashed with the person that was doing the interview. It could be a variety of different ways. But reflect on it, have an honest assessment, think about it, get some advice, and then move on. Second, build a list. Build a list of the things that you're going to do differently going forward from that experience. You might be able to do everything, but there are 2 or 3 different things that you can do. Focus on them and actually move on to make a success in that process too. Before you can actually go into your interview process, it is important that you forgive yourself. The amount of people I've met in the past who say, God, Jesus, I really messed up that interview. I feel so bad about it. I'm kicking myself. This is the answer. Move on. They've moved on. You need to move on. Nobody is perfect. Let yourself go. Relax. It's only an interview. Yes, you probably didn't give the best account of yourself, but if you're a perfectionist, you just need to let it slide and move on. Have a bit of a laugh about it as well. If it's really still bugging you and you really want the job, I would say do a follow-up email or a personalised letter and just say, listen, this is what happened in the process. On the day I answered these questions. However, in hindsight, I would have answered these or I would have entered more detail. Or I didn't know the answer and I bluffed it and I wish I could go and do it again. If I was to do it again, this is how I'd approach it. I give an honest assessment of where you're at and follow up. Very few people follow up. Worst case scenario, they say, okay, that's fine, we're not going to make a decision. Best case scenario, they reconsider and meet you again. But you're going to leave on really, really good terms and you followed up and it shows you're professional and you take it really care. You cannot fault enthusiasm. So go and do it. That would be my advice as well. I had a candidate, his name was Dave. He didn't get the job at the time and he'd flown over from England. He was three interviews through. And we went for a drink afterwards. Ironically enough, with the surname of himself was the pub we went into. And we reflected on the interview. We said, this is what we did. I kicked myself because I did this and this. However, he was told 48 hours he didn't get the job. But Dave went back and he said to me, you know what, I'll work for free because I can do this job. And here's the code that I didn't submit at the time, but here it is now. They offered him the job. They did give him a salary and he came over and embarked 3 years of his life with that company. So stranger things can happen. And I remember being in that interview process, one of the funnest days of my life actually, going through the day with him, having such a good time when he actually got that job as well. So remember, things can make a difference with the process. And if I was to offer any piece of advice to people who are actually kicking themselves, feeling like they're a bit of a failure because they haven't been successful with several job interviews and they're actually not making any progress, I'd say dust yourself off, reflect on what you've actually done, use those points to actually become better at what you're going to do going forward, seek some advice, and follow up with a type you know if you're really, really engaged in that employer, because I'm very confident in the years to come you'll get a position with them, specifically if you want it. Hope that was beneficial, and today I shared with you how to overcome a bad interview. My name is Mark Kelly, this is Mark's Recruitment Channel. If you've got any other questions, please pop me an email, and please subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you soon. See you soon, bye.